your group leader is Rendoxil? Mm-hmm. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it sounds like a medication. Rendoxil.
You're back on your feet again with Rendoxil.
Side effects include terrible hemorrhoids.
And just bones breaking for no reason.
Your bones will break for no reason. You have exploding hemorrhoids, but you don't have arthritis anymore.
No. Oh, boy. I guess we can get started.
Yep.
Well, beware. Oh, I'll wait. Don't worry. Are you hydrated? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Moisturized. In my lane. Flourishing.
Beware and warning, and welcome everybody to Choose Your Own Book Club. This is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and the many adventures that we get into along the way.
So many adventures.
So many. And
more like rad ventures.
Rad ventures. What do you mean by that? They're like tubular or?
Yes, not bad ventures. No sad ventures.
You gave me a very knowing look. Like,
yep.
Not rad ventures.
Nope.
As you wink to the camera.
Lots of rhyming. All the timing. This is what people
I didn't think you were going to get there, but
for.
then you went there, and yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Go on.
It's thank you for allowing me to continue with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you been up to recently, Ab? Anything? I know by the time this releases, you will be in a new library job.
I sure will. I'm excited for that. I'm going to be Mr. Manager now.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Manager. We just say manager. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I had a really great bingo program at the library.
Yes.
Here. I killed. It was very fun, very funny. And like the first time that I made a mistake and messed something up, I said I quit, and everyone laughed. And then I was like, no, I literally did quit. It was great. I was saving that joke specifically for that moment, and it went perfectly.
But did you do cool voices when you were doing your bingo? Like, B15.
No, but but I did a couple. Mm-hmm. Like Before What,
Classic.
Classic. And then when I pulled out the I-25 ball, I sang it to the tune of Staying Alive.
Hey, love it.
Which I thought was pretty good.
That is really good.
And then I just kind of mostly just did observational humor.
Some crowd work for bingo.
Some crowd work. I'm like, is anyone getting close to bingo at this point? Because I was doing like funny bingo things like, it's a library with a ladder. So it had to be a slantwise bingo or like, different patterns, And people would be like, yeah, I need an N25. I'm like, oh yeah, hold on 1 second, I'll get free. And then I would pull out a ball and it wouldn't be that.
That's great. That's funny.
Yeah, it turned out really well. So
I love that.
You can definitely hire me. I have a very high hourly rate though.
I'm sure.
Because it's mostly stand-up essentially, that I'm doing. Because I'm very funny, apparently.
I mean, that's kind of the only reason people listen to this. People don't care about these books. So we read number 25, Prisoner of the Ant People by R.A. Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
This was written in 1983.
Woo!
And I think I'm just going to come out and say it. This is definitely the best R.A. Montgomery. This is maybe the best book we've read so far.
Yeah, this tops the list of pretty much every Choose Your Own Adventure book that I've ever read. This is like in the very best way, the most chaotic good book that I've ever read.
Definitely, yeah. Because it goes off the rails so fast.
Immediately.
Yes.
It starts off the rails. There's no rails in sight.
It's basically like a staircase, and you go for like the railing, and then it automatically like drops, and then like you somersault down the stairs, and then all of a sudden like you're up And like you get to the end of the stairs and you're up and like you did like a 10-point landing. You're just falling down and it works.
It's the stairs in the labyrinth.
Yes.
David Bowie, why are you on the ceiling? I don't care. I'm into it. I'll follow you anywhere.
With those pants.
David, he's tattooed on my leg in those pants.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a pinup David Bowie tattoo.
What?
Is Jareth the Goblin King on my leg.
I did not know that.
Oh
yeah.
my God, I do. Yeah.
You might have to show that on the.
Okay, I will.
On the Instagram.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I had a dream about it at like 3 a.m. when I was on vacation. And I immediately sent an email to my tattoo artist and I was like, you have to do this.
All right. So let's just get right into this book with Choose Your Own Summary.
Oh my God. Okay.
And so, Abby, you are going to describe this book in 60 seconds or less, but you get to choose how you want to do it. So I'm going to give you 3 options this time.
Oh my gosh.
You get to pick one. Option number 1 is, well, first of all, this book introduces the Power Master.
It sure does. The evil Power Master.
And then so they're...
He's not good.
Not good at all. Through one of the choices of the book, you find out there's a medieval Power Master.
Yes.
Which is like the second in command.
Yes.
So for option number 1, you're going to be the sub-evil Power Master. So like the bottom of the bottom. You're going to do it as the Power Master.
The assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is you're going to be Aunt Abby. So you're going to describe this book, but a lot of clicking noises, a lot of looking for sugar, a lot of trying to get into picnic baskets.
A picnic basket?
Or option number 3, because again, this is Prisoner of the Ant People, you're going to be Auntie Abby. So I am
an auntie.
Yeah, so a lot of pinching cheeks, I'm thinking. A lot of talking about how big you are now.
So there's the
There's the evil Power Master.
Yep.
There's the medieval Power Master.
And I'm the sub. I'm the assistant to the mid.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going with option number 1.
Yeah, I'm the sub-mid-evil Power Master.
60 seconds starts now.
Okay. So you are a part of this mission. And I'm just going to have to go ahead and ask you to, you're going to need to go ahead and submit that form to minimize yourself to a smaller level with the rest of your troop and go ahead and look for those people.
Is that okay?
You're going to have to go ahead and do that because you're going to have to submit that form in triplicate to make yourself smaller because there are 2 groups of people who are missing and you are responsible. So you and your group need to make yourself smaller immediately. If this gets to anyone else, you are dead. You are dead. If anyone else hears about this, you need to go and find them. They might be with the ant people. Shh, listen to me. If the medieval Power Master hears about this, you are dead to everyone. So you need to get out there and find those people right away. If you do not get out there, then hi. Then
done.
You guys have fun out there.
Which is so funny because you're about to do a management position. And I can't wait for your management style of just quietly yelling at people. All right.
Gosh. Terrible summary, but that was fun.
Well, we're definitely going to dive into this book.
Oh, yeah. There's so much to get through here.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So I guess let's just start right on page 1.
Yep.
You are in space.
Somewhere.
Yes. And so you're in your living sphere, and then all of a sudden there's an emergency. Just like that. All Zondo Quest Group 2 members go immediately to command chamber. Repeat immediately. You have been a member of Zondo Quest Group 2 for 3 years now. Your amazing talents with the computers led you to the attention of this special group of researchers, a collection of the finest minds from Earth, Mars, and planet F-32, a planet at the outer rim of the galaxy. So your group is kind of responsible, and a bunch of other different groups are responsible for trying to take down the evil Power Master. And so, yeah, like we said in the beginning, this is the introduction of the evil Power Master, who later gets their own book later on.
Yeah, she,
or they.
or it.
Yes.
has an appearance later.
Mm-hmm. The evil Power Master has unlocked some of the secrets of the universe and is able to cause the disintegration of matter. Everything crumbles as molecules break up and atoms fall apart, sometimes with devastating explosions. The Zondo Quest group is in overdrive to find out how the evil Power Master is doing this and stop him or her or it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was somewhat progressive to be like, hey, we don't know what this entity's pronouns are.
Yeah.
So we know so little about it, and so we're not going to...
I know. I was really impressed by that, too,
Yeah.
because especially for something published in 83,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah.
I know.
Mhm.
It was cool.
So you know so little about the Power Master, except for the fact that the Power Master is destroying planets.
Mm-hmm. And there's other groups that
Yes.
are allegedly on the trail, but you haven't seen them yet.
Nope, you haven't seen them at all. Almost like it's impossible to see them.
Almost like maybe they're like too small for the naked eye. But you were selected by the researchers to be trained on the computer organized laser miniaturization program. They wanted you.
But it's the
because
acronym is
you're-
CLOMP.
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 But they wanted you because you're a young person. And I love that so much because they're like, get the kid. Get the iPad kid.
He's good with computers.
Get that kid because kids know computer stuff. I don't know how to set my phone up.
I don't know how to open up a Word document.
Yeah.
But you do, so you're good with computers.
Every time I put a picture in it, it moves all the words down.
I'm trying to print this website, this web page, but it's just gobbledygook. But you know how to do it, so you're good at computers.
How do I attach this to my email?
That's
That's why they brought you on to this mission.
mm-hmm.
You're the librarian of the group.
Basically, yeah. See, it's fine with you, but it's been tough, very tough. There's no time for fun, only work followed by more work. Ugh.
Ugh.
Your group leader is Rendoxil?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it sounds like a medication. Rendoxil.
You're back on your feet again with Rendoxil.
Side effects include terrible hemorrhoids.
And his bones breaking for no reason.
Your bones will break for no reason. You have exploding hemorrhoids, but you don't have arthritis anymore.
No. Oh, boy. Oh, Rendoxil's a robot.
I know. And when I thought about Rendoxil, like from the description of Rendoxil, it's like he has like a mechanical body and like squishy plastic hands.
Yes. So it's kind of like the Lost in Space Danger Will Robertson
Yes.
robot, basically.
Right.
So he says, we must stop the evil Power Master now. If we do not, there will be no, repeat, no hope of any of us. All will disappear like smoke in the wind. And so, yeah, Rendoxil is a mechanical
Rendoxil.
creature from F-32, one of the planets. That's all right. It's going to be a lot of that. Because this one is so crazy that I think we have to match the energy.
Rendoxil.
So he's the leader of your group.
Yep.
The other creature on your squad is Flipto. Flipto is a Martian who is relatively Earth-like.
Every time it's describing Flipto, it's like you're talking about how he has like great skin and like a nicely shaped head. I'm like, do you kind of have a crush on Flipto?
There's a lot of pictures of him smiling at you.
Yeah, it's like smiling knowingly at
So
you.
yeah, Flipto
Got a thing going. That's okay. I love it. I think that's progressive too.
Flipto has 4 eyes, and basically all of his skin has like sensory, so like he can basically hear through his skin.
Yeah, he's essentially Kith from Futurama.
Basically, yes.
He looks just like him in the illustrations, except he wears jean shorts.
Does he really? Did you?
Yes!
Oh, I missed
Do you
that.
not have that illustration of him?
Oh, no, I
Oh
don't.
my God, hold on, let me find him. Look at him there.
Oh, boy. So Rendoxil calls a meeting, and he says all members of the Rinpoche team are missing. The Rinpoche team members entered the research lab at the appointed phase, but did not come out. They are gone. You kind of shrug it off because they're like, oh, they're Minervians. It's just one of their games.
Yeah, they just like to play.
Mm-hmm.
And Flipto's like, good riddance.
And then Rendoxil says, like, I will demote both of you for saying that.
Yeah. He's like, you air breathers.
Uh-huh.
You air breathers.
So it's not only that team that's missing, it's also the Baba Ram team is also missing.
Yeah, man.
Same conditions. I need volunteers to search for them. I will lead. Are you two with me? we will miniaturize and begin an atomic ray search process. Your group's whole thing is you specialize in like going miniature, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style.
Yes.
And I don't understand, obviously I understand for the premise of this book, but why would you do this normally?
Like what are the reasons why you would get tiny?
Someone has something stuck in their eye.
Like
an eyelash. It's really annoying.
We're going in.
We're going in, boys. We're going to get that lash.
So it's, your group and these other groups, they specialize in going tiny.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're going to defeat the evil Power Master.
I don't know why you guys go tiny to find the Power Master. Does that mean that he's tiny?
Well, if you know so little about the Power Master, why would you think like, hey, what we need to spend all this money and all this research on going tiny?
Right. Or you could spend a lot of money and research on going big.
Exactly. Go big and go home.
I don't know. But this is what they chose. Maybe there's another team that's going big.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe this is just one, because it says you're on Zondo Quest Team 2.
Yes.
Maybe Team 1 is the big team.
That's fair.
And we're on the other team. And then there's one team that goes thin, and there's one team that goes wide. There's one team that liquefies.
There's one team that's just right.
There's one team that gets hairy.
So this is your first real choice.
Yeah. And it's a 3-part choice, which is always fun.
Yes. So you can agree to go with Rendoxel. If you suggest that you should keep watch in the research chamber while your teammates search, turn to page 15. If you and Flipdo decide to form a separate search team, turn to page 13. So let me get mine right out of the way, because again, I usually pick the coward's path. I was like, hey, I'm not going.
Of course. You were like, I don't want to go. I'm going to stay here.
I'm like, hey, Rendoxel, someone always has to stay here.
Because what if they come back? And they'd be looking for us.
Exactly.
And then,
someone has to take the messages.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, hey, Rendoxel, someone always has to stay in the lab. So I'm going to stay here. And Rendoxel's like, he's kind of all panicky. He's like, well, this is a special circumstance. It's okay. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to stay here. And then, did you do this one or no?
No, not at all, because I am not a weenie.
Well, then it gets really crazy really fast, because then Rendoxel, the robot, he gets kind of all grumpy, and he shoots both you and Flipbo with a laser. All of a sudden, Rendoxel starts to kind of shimmy and starts to shake a little bit, and out pops a giant ant.
What?
Exactly. So
shut up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And so like throughout this whole book, I had to like flip back from like the previous page and be like, did I miss something?
There is nothing normal in this book
exactly.
at all.
So Rendoxel was a giant ant in disguise for this branch.
Oh my god.
And then so yeah, you're in this freeze ray, and Rendoxel is a giant ant.
Oh, I love
and
it.
So yeah, the giant ant Rendoxel says, we are more intelligent, hardworking, and more disciplined than any other creature. We have captured the evil Power Master.
What?
And so you stare at the ant before you. What should you do? So you can either plead with the ant person to be like, hey, we're buds still, right? Or you can try to use your concentration to get out of the beam. So what I did was I tried to be friendly to the ant.
Of course you did.
And I was like, hey, we're still buds, right? And then he's like, no. And then he sends you off to like be like a worker. But the other option is if you kind of try to get out of the beam, you hit like a button, and it's like the pest control button, and he freezes. It doesn't affect you or the Martian because you're not pest, but for some reason there's like this ray that like freezes pests. So because he's an ant, it freezes him. And then you can like capture him, and then like that's basically the end of the book.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it started off so crazy.
No, I love it.
So in other branches, obviously Rendoxel isn't a giant ant,
right,
that we know of.
No.
It's just that Montgomery likes to go crazy with branches.
Oh yeah, there's no no consistency.
Exactly.
At
Continuity.
all. No, but it's really fun.
So how about your first run through then?
Okay, so in my first run through, I agreed to go with Rendoxil right away. And so we all go, me, Rendoxil, and Flipto. We go into the miniaturization room, and like we have to decide if we're going to miniaturize right away or scan the area first. And I was like, scan the area first. That's dumb. I'm just going to miniaturize ourselves. So we miniaturize ourselves right away. And Flipto right away is like, I hear stuff. It's not human stuff. It's not Martian stuff. It's not Rendoxil robot guy stuff. It's other stuff.
Well, real quick though, but just to back up a little bit, when you go into that hangar, you see that there's like sandwich wrappers left over from the previous crew, but there's no crumbs.
Exactly.
And that plays into like, what should we scan? Should we miniaturize? Right. Something's kind of weird here.
It's like, why would there not be crumbs? Like, that's a little sussy. And that's why it's like, oh, would you scan? And I'm like, come on. Maybe they licked the wrappers. I don't know. I'm not going to overanalyze it. That's dumb. So I'm
Antalize it.
Overanalyze it. Knowing look. So we go for it. We're just miniaturized right away. What's his face? Flipto hears these funky noises that are like not like any noises he's heard before.
Also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but you said funky noises, and there are literal funky noises later, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes, there are. But like, he has claimed before that because he doesn't have ears, he hears everything through his skin. And he has claimed before that his skin ears are so powerful that he can like hear thoughts before people even speak them. So I'm like, if your skin ear holes are so powerful, how could you have never heard this noise before? Doy. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So we have to decide, are we going to go and investigate these noises or not? And of course, I was like, yeah, let's follow these noises and see what's happening. So we go and investigate the noises. It's like ant warriors. Like, and they've got our bro, Logo, who is the leader of the Rinpoche team.
Yes.
And it looks like he is one of their prisoners.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my God. What are we going to do? We have to decide if we're going to save him or if we're going to investigate the tunnel.
Yes,
Okay.
You decided to save him, didn't you?
I sure did. Which is the best option.
Yes.
Investigating the tunnel is fine, but it turns out to be very boring. So if you decide to go and save Logo, you're like, okay, we got to be like real chill about this. And what's his face? Rendoxil is like, what does that mean? What does easy does it mean? Because that's what you say. He's like, you have to be more precise. Proceed in total silence. Observe motion of patrol. Evaluate recapture possibilities. Execute plan when feasible. And you're like, oh my God. He is such a Henry. Space Patrol. He's such a Henry.
Oh, yes.
Space Patrol. We are following quietly. We're following Logo and the ants. And then as you're watching, you're like, Logo seems to be like leading the ants, not like prisoner of the ants.
And then to clarify a little bit, the sounds that you're hearing, they're kind of like a synthesizer a little bit.
Yes. And you're like, then you hear a faint sound of synthesizer music. Logo is synthesizing.
Oots, 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 oots.
And so you're like, what is happening? You're like, Logo is not a prisoner. He or she, you never figured out whether Rinpocheans are male or female, is actually the leader of the ant patrol. He is directing them. They follow his every command. They are his prisoners, and he is leading them with his synthesizers.
With his funky beats.
Funky beats. Doot, 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 doot. So anyway, you're like, oh my God, do you think that Logo is working for the evil Power Master? And Rendoxil is like, wow, it took you a long time to figure that out, you dum-dum.
And it's like, come on, Rendoxil, you didn't know that either.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, Rendoxil, you didn't know that either, you idiot. He's like, yeah, sure, I knew that the whole time I was testing you. So anyway, you glare at him. You're like, ugh. But then you realize that Logo is heading for the control panel, which is the orange control panel that no one is supposed to touch.
Yes.
And you're like, oh no, this is bad news. So Logo heads for the control panel. He goes up there and immediately he begins to glow this bright purple color, and Flipto is like mesmerized. Rendoxil keeps moving though, and Rendoxil's like, stop, you'll disintegrate all of us. And Logo is like musical laugh, like ha 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 ha, ha. I don't know. He reaches,
it's auto-tuned.
Right. Auto-tune my voice when you...
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. But anyway, he reaches for this button on the control panel that no one will ever touch, because if you touch it, then every living being will like disintegrate. And he's like touches it, and then the disintegrator starts working, and Logo raises his head and shouts, "Revenge, sweet revenge. I'm tired of you Zondo creeps. It's all over. Hooray for the evil Power Master.
Sweet revenge."
That was my first run through.
Yeah. That's the tone for the whole book.
Yes.
I think none of them are like really like boring, really.
No. It's amazing. I mean, it is boring if instead of trying to save Logo, if you don't, then you end up like investigating the tunnel, and when you walk in, the ant people are like, "Hello, we were expecting you." And they're like, we're trying to like overthrow the evil Power Master and stuff. Do you want to like chill with us? And you're like, I guess so. And they're like, do you want to go out on a space patrol? And if you say yes, then they like shoot you out in these like space patrol things with them to look for the evil Power Master. And you get to planet F32, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? And they're like, it's disintegrating already.
Yes.
We can't do anything. And that's the end. It's really boring.
But it's also it ties into the beginning,
right,
where you have this alliance between Earth, Mars, and F-32, and so F-32 disintegrates. So you're kind of like, it's clear you're losing the war,
right?
Which
exactly.
is it's interesting at least.
But then
maybe
if
not
you
fun.
decide not to get shot out to space to investigate with them, then they're like, we already caught the other two teams and we put them to work as our worker slaves because we don't trust you guys, and we think that you have not been listening to us. We have been trying to warn people about the evil Power Master, and you guys, humans, just stomp on us and kill us, and so you are going to be one of our worker slaves too. And you're like, no, I swear, I'm going to be really nice to you guys.
I'm going to be cool.
And they're like, and they put you in prison. So that's fun.
And that's a lot of the endings.
Yeah.
You just become a worker.
Yeah. In the original thing, though, when you get to those three choices, you stayed and kept watch. I went to with Rendoxil and Flipto right away. But the third choice is, if you and Flipto decide to form a separate search team, that is the best one.
I think so, yes.
That is by far the most fun and exciting option.
I think that has the most branches too.
Yeah, it totally does.
With that one, it has the option of you like shrinking down right away.
Yep.
And then you find this secret message that you can decode or not, and the message was from the queen. The queen of the ants.
Yeah, Luzinia.
Yes. And so you find out that ants have been trying to find the evil Power Master for forever.
Yep.
And so your only hope, basically.
Yeah. So the code is like vertical line, vertical line, vertical line. Three horizontal lines. 2 vertical lines with a little gooby thing. Waves.
And
burst.
The language is basically like a Martian game.
Yeah, and Flipto doesn't know anything about it.
Which is weird. I don't know why that was included, but it's a Martian game where you basically have to like decipher what it is.
I know. I wish that they had included like the actual code thing too.
Yeah,
that would have been
that's always kind of fun. But
so that we could have helped decode it. But yeah, the actual decoded message, which took you 7 minutes to decode, means we are in the grip of the evil Power Master. Help! Luzinia.
So then I think from there, you can either like get tall again and try to arm up, or you can go into the tunnels.
Yeah, if you try to get tall again and arm yourself, it does not work. It backfires immediately.
So yeah, you're basically supposed to go into these tunnels. So 3 different choices. There's like a red tunnel, there's a white tunnel, there's a...
It's red, white, and yellow.
Oh, yes, thank you, yes. And so the red tunnel is the most interesting one.
But they're all fun.
So yeah, the red tunnel, though, let's get through that. So you hear a voice and it says, "Come in. You will not be hurt. You are a member of the Zondo quest team, are you not?" And so it's an ant that speaks to you, and it's Amma. She's an advisor to the queen, Lucinia. Amma is kind of brainwashed, probably by the evil Power Master, because the evil Power Master has all of the teams and Lucinia captured.
Yeah.
And then the ant draws closer and speaks in a low, defeated whisper. Some say the evil Power Master will never give up until he destroys the universe. Others say all he really wants is fame.
Fame! I'ma live forever.
I'm gonna capture some ants. Fame! And so Amma says, you can do nothing. Nothing, do you hear? And she scurries away. Before you see 4 different items.
Yep.
You see a sword without a hilt.
Yeah.
A golden rope. A magnifying glass. An empty book with nothing but pages. And there's also a note. And so it says, the Earthlings must take one of these objects and leave the room, or I will destroy Lucinia and anything else I choose. Signed, the Medieval Power Master, second in command for the Evil Power Master. P.S. You have a chance if you are clever. So it's very odd to be like, hey, I'm working with the boss, but if you pick the right thing, I'm going to work against my boss. I'm going to kill my boss.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
It's like, I kind of want to be the evil Power Master myself. Like, I could take over if you destroy the evil Power Master, if you are smart enough. Wink. And it's dumb because it's like, FYI, it's not even like if you're clever. It's like, how would you kill someone? Do you want to kill him with a book, buddy? What do you think? You think you're going to kill somebody with an empty book?
Let me say
Or you're going to take the sword, the giant sword.
Wink, huh? So I actually didn't pick the sword. I picked the magnifying glass.
Me too!
Because I was like, hey, ants, magnifying glass. Like, I just kind of had a feeling like that was kind of the answer.
Yeah.
So you pick up the magnifying glass and realize that it has strange power. It cuts through the walls of the chamber to reveal tunnels and other chambers beyond. The beam of light hurts no ant, somehow. It seems to have a mind of its own. Finally, the laser beam of the magnifying glass pierces the walls of a small chamber. And so you free everybody, but you didn't defeat the evil Power Master.
There they are, Lucinia and the Zondo Quest team, all held tightly in the power of a pulsating ring of dark red light. You're sure the light must be the evil Power Master. You don't know how you'll overcome the evil Power Master, but at least you know where to go now. Good luck.
So with this option, you basically free everybody, but you don't destroy the Power Master.
Right. The blank book.
The blank book is so funny. So if you pick up the book, it says, the empty book seems full of promise, but is useless. Its blank pages seem to mock you. You are captured by the evil Power Master and never heard from again.
Yeah, that one's dumb.
But the right answer, for some reason, was the sword without a hilt.
Yeah.
And it's very dumb.
Well, obviously it was the sword. How could you kill someone with anything else? My favorite answer was the rope, though. Did you do the rope? It's hilarious. The golden rope feels alive in your hands, and you look at it more closely, it turns into a chain of slave ants controlled by the evil Power Master.
Oh.
The rope winds around you and tightens, and then your last conscious thought is, why, oh, why did I ever join the Zondo Quest team? So it chokes you alive. It's actually an awesome picture.
I think there's very minimal changes, if any.
Yeah, mine.
Because I think Montgomery knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it's so good. If anyone ever tried to change this, it would be like, have you ever seen the picture of the potato Jesus?
No.
Oh God, I'll put it up on the on the Instagram. There was like a painting of
yes
Jesus that then was like, it needs to be restored, and this well-meaning person was like, I can do it.
Right.
I would hate for someone to potato Jesus this book.
The correct option though was the sword without a hilt, and it's basically like a missile, and it kills the Power Master without any.
Yeah, it's like the guy in what's the name of the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh,
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
It's the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy who has the whistle arrow. And exactly. It just flies out of your hand and like slices through the Power Master. Zips his head off. It's great.
So that was, I think, maybe one of the best branches because of those choices.
Really? I had a wild choice. So if you choose the tunnel with the yellowish glow, it leads you to the outside.
Okay.
And so you're like, yay, it's sunlight. I'm outside finally. And you and Flipto can like embiggen yourself. And, and then what you guys do is you basically dig up the anthill and you're like, haha, we're bigger than you guys.
Take that.
And then when they're all small, you're like, we saved you. In front of you are Rindoxal, the Rinpoches, and the Babas. They're incredibly small, but they're alive and well. And now you guys can go back to your research chamber. And that says, for a moment, you have an impulse to tease the tiny Rindoxal, but you resist. Well done.
There was one part where I like where you're stuck in. It's a lot of the just different caves, ant tunnels, because of course. And there's one part where like Rindoxal was like, "I'll fight the ants," and then like they goo him, and like he's instantly like paralyzed without even trying.
In those tunnels again with the reddish glow, whitish glow, yellow glow. If you go to the white glow one, and there's this scary white light, and it's the kingdom of Zam, and you're like, this place is like a tomb, and from far inside, you hear this booming, rumbling voice. Which
and there's nothing really behind you, right?
No.
Yes, this is a good one.
You're like, oh my gosh, what should we do? And this big, scary voice is like, your friend Flipto is right. You got to be careful if you're going to get out of here alive. And you're like, what? Who said that?
So there's two different options.
Yes. So you can either try to get out while you can, or you can reject Flipto's advice and follow the voice. Yeah, if you try to back away, you're trying to get out, you're like carefully creeping backwards through the tunnel. Then you hear, fools, you can't escape me. And this big voice surrounds you. You freeze in your tracks. And then you hear, you're finished. And then from above,
a giant hand comes.
Hand comes, reaches down, lifts away the top of the anthill. Attached to the hand are a muscular arm and the beefy body of a well-formed humanoid.
Beefy.
Beefy boy. And then you catch sight of the face. It is the hideously twisted face of the evil power master.
But the other part was you can reject Flipto's advice and not try to get out and try to just follow the voice instead. And so you say, I'm going. So long, Martian. And Flipto looks at you with Martian sadness. Aw, Martian sadness. And he waves once. You plunge on, searching for Lucinia, the queen, and the others, but the anthill is a complex maze of tunnels and chambers. There is no light, and after hours of careful searching, you are hopelessly lost, tired, and scared. What is most frightening is that there is no life in the city under the ground. No life. Only the terrible fear of the evil Power Master. His force is fear. His rule is death. You can't escape.
Oh my gosh.
The end. I mean, I thought Montgomery isn't necessarily the strongest writer because his sentences are usually like a little bit too short and maybe not enough detail. But wow, I thought that was so well written.
Yeah. This book is really great.
Yeah, I was really impressed with this one. Especially with that whole paragraph was just so well constructed with just those short sentences. It's just I think this is Montgomery's best one.
I mean, there's so much more. Like there's so much more with Rindoxal and like stuff. Like there's a point where in the one where you go out towards the yellow light, if you guys don't get big right away, you can decide to just chill outside for a while, just rest, which I really like. So you're like, you wake up and you're like, oh man, it's really dark. I'm kind of scared and lonely out here, and Flipto is gone. Why did he leave me? So if you decide to head back into the tunnels and look for him, you're like, that crazy Martian, he left me out here by myself. You go inside and it's like, oh no, all of these like warrior ants are running inside. What's going on? So you go in and they're all like, we're under attack. Oh my gosh. And you're like, what's happening? And then you're like, amazing to behold. Right in the back of the ants are Rindoxal, the Babas, and the Rinpoches. And you're like, is that you? Rindoxal? What's going on? He's like, of course, Earthling. Use your eyes if you will not use your brain. And hurry. We are helping the ants. They told us of their dreaded enemies, the Sandosians, fierce ant-eating parasites. I said we could be useful in fighting them. Come join us. And so then you are engaged in a 3-hour war against this other like life form that never popped up before, and then you're like, victory is yours. Now you can go back to full size and return to work.
Well, there's a whole other storyline of you can side with the aphids. Did you get this?
Gosh, no.
Oh, so the ants are controlling the aphids because the aphids can produce like a milk-like substance that the ants use for food. And so you can like side with the aphids as kind of be in part of this rebellion. Vendoxel doesn't want to do it, so you can either like side with Vendoxel or like basically like send him off. He'll like basically abandon the team if you go with and join this rebellion. You fight the ants with the aphids, and Flipto can be the leader. And if Flipto's the leader, he's like, hey, I'll do this with you, but you gotta promise me that you'll just leave right now. And like he basically sacrifices himself so you can escape. You're able to kind of like defeat the ants and kind of for a time defeat the evil Power Master. Somehow that wasn't really clear, but like he's basically like a martyr.
Oh my gosh.
Or you can like try to find like this coral that's important to the ants, but the aphids kind of leave you behind. You get lost in the tunnels. So there's this whole other basically book's worth of stuff that we haven't covered because this book is just so dense and so crazy and just so good.
This is R.A. Montgomery's hyperspace is what this is.
I wouldn't go that far, but
this is great. I loved it so much.
This was really good. I highly recommend this one.
Yeah, and this one is one that you can get pretty easily again. I am reading like the original release version of it, but it is like republished.
Yes.
So. With very good reason, because it's awesome.
And I feel if you didn't like this one, you're basically not going to like Choose Your Own Adventure books at all.
Yeah, this is not the genre for you then.
Yeah, basically. There are other less crazy ones, of course, but this one is I think really a really good summation of why we like these books.
Yeah, if you don't like this book, then what are you doing listening to this podcast?
They just want to hear us. That's okay.
You just like my voice.
Well,
you
no,
just like my voice.
You just like my voice.
Do you like listening to us?
So I guess let's get to favorite deaths. I had another favorite one.
Yeah.
So you huddle up a jumble of rocks and boulders, folding your arms around yourself to preserve what little body warmth you have. Now begins the long, cold wait for dawn. Unfortunately for you, you make a serious mistake. At about 3 a.m, a column of warrior ants returns from a foraging mission. They swarm over you, and when the sun finally rises, your bones glisten in the warm, golden rays.
Oh my God.
So they eat you alive.
That's not what they do.
So did you have a favorite?
Well, my favorite
that
death...
we haven't talked about already?
No, my favorite death that we already did talk about was when you choose the rope. And it twists around you.
And becomes ants.
Becomes ants, and you think, why, oh, why did I ever join the Zondo Quest team? I love that your last conscious thought is like, God, this is the worst job. I don't get paid enough for this. You're not like, Mom, I love my mom. You're like, oh my God.
It's a living.
I wish I would have quit. I should have taken that job in maintenance.
I wish it was not as good as computers.
Right. Oh, God.
So we obviously like this one. Would you say this is the best one? I think this is the best one. Would you say it's the best one or just one of the best ones?
The best Choose Your Own Adventure book at all?
Yes.
I would put it in my top 3.
Yes, I would too. Maybe it's not the best. Maybe it's not number 1, but it's definitely top 3, top 5.
I'm having a hard time thinking of a better one right now.
Sure. That's fair.
But I also have a terrible memory.
Fair enough. That's why we're recording these.
So yeah.
And I also think that this one was crazy and off the rails, but the craziness kind of made sense, and it was crazy throughout too, which I appreciated.
Yeah, it worked.
Yes, because sometimes there'll be in the Montgomerys there'll be serious branches, and then all of a sudden it'll get crazy, or it'll be crazy, and then all of a sudden just get serious.
Yeah.
The tone was perfect for this.
Oh,
it was
for
crazy
sure.
throughout.
Definitely.
But made sense.
And it never felt like it was trying to like push you into one particular path or anything like that. Or like one path was given more like importance than another. It was just like so like balanced.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really fun. I think if I had to say like another one that I was like, ooh, this one was really, really fun for me, it was the Wild West one was really good for me.
I would say top 5.
Yeah.
This is definitely the best Montgomery.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I think that about covers it.
Yeah.
Let's get to our housekeeping. Did you have any?
We had a loyal listener ask, because I had posted about a picture of you and I when we had first done our Choose Your Own Book Club as a YouTube series, which was not a ton of videos. I don't know how many we did.
It was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. And that was in what, like 2016, 2017?
Yes.
So it was a while ago. And I posted a picture of us then and a picture of us now just to show, like, look at us. We were babies then. A listener said, I need these videos. I can't find them. And I said, they're archived. I will talk to Peter about it.
And so, we'll re-upload our old videos. So, you can look for that sometime soon. Not sure when. But it'll be up at some point. So, thanks for writing in for that. But let's get to the rest of our housekeeping. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and rate us on iTunes or Spotify.
Or else.
Or else we'll send ants after you. Again, it really helps the show. Give us go on to Apple Podcasts and just give us a 5-star review. That really helps out the show. Or you can go into Spotify and you can leave us a rating there too.
Yeah, you can also, we found out, write in like Q&A things on Spotify.
Yes.
So please do that too, because it took like a full day for us to see my like Q&A question that I put in, and it was very funny.
And so, you can also email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com. If there's anything we missed, if there's a book coming up that you are looking forward to, go onto our Instagram and we post photos and illustrations from the books. Also, if you want to send us memes or artwork of anything we talk about or the books or whatever, that's totally fine too. We'll try to post it. Just no AI artwork, please. You can also go onto our Redbubble store and we have shirts of our logo and sometimes just other crazy things that we say.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to update it as we just say just random dumb things on our show.
The dumber the better.
The dumber the better. Just interact with us.
Yeah, we normally don't like talking to people.
Exactly. That's why we're librarians.
But we would love it if you talk to us.
Exactly.
Now.
Well, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This has been Choose Your Own Book Club. We'll see you next time.